Hello there, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning into Mentium, the podcast that takes you on a journey to unlock the full potential of your mind. My name is Majama. I will be your host and your guide on this adventure into the fascinating realm of mindset, mental fitness, and personal growth. In each episode, I dive deep into the intricacies of the human mind, exploring the power of positive thinking, resilience, and the strategies to cultivate a mindset that propels you towards success. So buckle up for a journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and transformation. Get ready to unleash the power of your mind with Mentium. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Mentium. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, it is a pleasure and an honor to welcome you around here. In the last few episodes, we've covered some really powerful topics like consistency, focus, and how to stay on track toward your goals. But today, I want to dive deep into something that ties it all together: time management. Think about it. No matter how focused or consistent you are, if you don't manage your time effectively, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, burned out, or like you were not making the progress you want. Time is one resource we all have in equal measures. And once it's gone, you can't get it back. So today, we are going to explore the importance of mastering time management, how to avoid common time wasters, and practical techniques to help you make the most of every day. If you've ever felt like there are not enough hours in a day, this episode is for you. Let's start by talking about why time management is such a critical skill for success. We all know time is finite. You can't buy more of it. And once it's gone for good. But the way you manage your time can make all the difference in how much you accomplish, how much you achieve, and how you feel at the end of the day. You see, without good time management, even the most focused and consistent efforts can go to waste. You might be working hard, but if you are not managing your time well, you could be spinning your wheels, feeling busy, but not productive. Poor time management can also lead to stress and burnout. When you don't prioritize your tasks or set clear boundaries around your time, you end up overcommitting, missing deadlines, or feeling like you were constantly playing catch up. But when you manage your time well, you can prioritize the things that matter most, make steady progress toward your goals, and even find time for rest and recovery without feeling guilty. That's the power of time management. So here are the biggest time wasters that keep us from making the most of our day. These are a few common culprits, and I'm sure you'll recognize some of these. First up, multitasking. We talked about this in our last episode. You see, we've been so conditioned to believe that multitasking is the way to get more done. But the truth is, multitasking actually makes us less productive. Our brains can't focus on more than one thing at a time. So when we try to juggle tasks, we end up switching between them, which slows us down and increases the chance of making mistakes. Next, we have procrastination. This is the classic enemy of time management. Whether it's putting off a task or waiting until the last minute to get something done, procrastination can make small tasks feel overwhelming and rob us of valuable time. Then there is overcommitting. How many times have you said yes to things that you did not really have time for? Whether it is taking on extra work, attending meetings that don't align with your priorities, or saying yes to social events out of obligation. Overcommitting stretches your time too thin and leave you with little room to focus on your goals. So how do we avoid these time wasters? Here are a few strategies. Number one, single tasking. Instead of trying to multitask, focus on one task at a time. You will be able to give it your full attention and complete it faster and more accurately. Number two, break tasks into small steps. If procrastination is holding you back, try breaking down big tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. Start with something easy, and once you've gained momentum, you'll find it easier to keep going. Number three, learn to say no. I know I repeat this many times. It's okay to say no to things that don't align with your goals. Protect your time by only committing to things that move you closer to your goals or bring you joy. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful time management tools you can use, and it is planning your day. You see, without a plan, it's easy to drift throughout the day, reacting to whatever comes up. And by the time the day is over, you wondered where the time went. But with a clear plan in place, you can take control of your day and make sure that you are working on what matters most. The first step is to set priorities. Not all tasks are created equal, and it's important to focus on the ones that will have the biggest impact on your goals. This is where the Eisenhower matrix comes in handy. It is a simple tool that helps you categorize tasks based on urgency and importance. Tasks that are both urgent and important should be done right away. Tasks that are important but not urgent should be scheduled for later. Tasks that are urgent but not important should be delegated or minimized. Now, tasks that are neither urgent nor important should be eliminated altogether. Another strategy is time blocking. As we discussed in the last episode, time blocking is where you schedule specific blocks of time for focused work. For example, you might block off the first 2 hours of your day to work on a high priority project without any distractions. By setting aside time for your most important tasks, you can make sure they get the attention they deserve. And don't forget to use tools like to-do lists or calendars to stay organized. Whether you prefer paper or digital tools, keeping a list of your tasks and scheduling time for them can help you stay on track and avoid the temptation to procrastinate. Now, let's explore some additional time management strategies that can help you boost productivity and make the most of your day. In previous episodes, we've already talked about techniques like task batching and the Pomodoro technique, which are great ways to stay focused and manage your time effectively. Today, I would like to introduce two other powerful methods, the 2-minute rule and the Pareto principle. The 2-minute rule is very simple, but incredibly effective. If a task will take 2 minutes or less, do it right away. The idea is to eliminate the buildup of small tasks that, when left undone, can create unnecessary mental clutter for you. These quick tasks, like responding to an email, making a short phone call, or filing a document, often take less time to complete than we think. By taking care of these 2-minute tasks immediately, you prevent them from piling up and creating distractions later on. This frees up more mental space to focus on larger, more important tasks. Now, let's talk about the Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule states that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. And some of the things you do have a far greater impact on your success than others. In other words, not all tasks are created equal. To apply this rule, take a look at your to-do list and identify which tasks are part of that crucial 20%. These are the tasks that will move you forward the most. Focus your energy on those high impact tasks and delegate, minimize, or eliminate the rest. By concentrating on the few tasks that truly matter, you will see much faster progress towards your goal. These are just a few techniques you can use to manage your time more effectively. Whether it's the 2-minute rule, the Pomodoro technique, or the 80-20 rule, the key is to find what works best for you and your workflow. By identifying and prioritizing the most impactful tasks and staying disciplined with smaller ones, you'll be able to make the most of each day. Lastly, let's talk about something we often overlook in time management: rest. Yes, time management isn't just about working effectively. It's about making sure you are taking time to rest and recharge your batteries. When we push ourselves too hard, we risk burnout, which can lead to exhaustion, lack of motivation, and ultimately less productivity. That's why it is so important to schedule breaks in your day, whether it is a 10-minute walk, a short meditation, or even a power nap. Rest isn't a luxury. It's a necessity for maintaining high performance. When you give yourself time to rest, you will come back to your work with more focus, more creativity, and more energy. So don't feel guilty about taking breaks. See them as part of your productivity toolkit. So to wrap up today's episode, we've covered a lot of ground. We've talked about why time management is essential for success, how to avoid common time wasters, the power of planning your day, and several time management techniques that can help you stay productive. We've even touched on the importance of balancing work with rest. My challenge for you this week is to reflect on how you are managing your time. What are the biggest time wasters in your life right now? And how can you eliminate them? What's one new time management technique you can try this week to take control of your day? Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of Mentium. If you found this episode helpful, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who might benefit from mastering time management. Remember, your time is your most valuable resource. Use it wisely. Until next time, take care of yourself and your loved ones. I am Majama, and this is Mentium. Peace.